Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Tuesday afternoon. I want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as seasoned. I got a word for you. Tap in. Happy Tuesday, guys. So, pretty busy day today, so I didn't get a chance to put the recording up this morning, but your girl is here. So, I have a download I want to share with you guys. To my chosen ones, guys, you guys know I have a new puppy, so please bear with me because it's a whole zoo, honey. You have no idea. It's a whole zoo. But this is to my empaths. This is to my HSP, highly sensitive people. This is to my servers. This is just you vessels, right? You're chosen, so you're a vessel. So God uses you in different ways. We all are used in different ways. But as the chosen one, you are typically called to pour into, to be a server, to bless, right? Because you're in your purpose and your calling. That's how God uses you. Here's where we get it mixed up a lot of the times, and I'm so guilty of this. I'm better, but I still miss it at times. But once I get convicted, I get back in alignment. We don't know. There's a fine line. There's a fine, thin line when you're pouring into, when you're helping, when you're serving, and not being able to tap into ungratefulness, tap into maybe that person is not able to even receive everything that you have, right? Maybe you do feel that God called you to help, assist, and pour into. But here's the thing. Everybody can't receive you properly. And this is something that we constantly get ourselves into. We assume that others, again, will reciprocate loyalty, reciprocate reciprocity, reciprocate gratitude, thankfulness, things like that. Like we just assume. So we keep assuming that. That's our problem. We keep assuming that because we keep assuming that everybody is like us. So we feel like it's just common for people to be grateful. It's common for people to be able to receive great people. Like it's common for people to realize how much you add, the value you add to their lives. Like it seems like it should be common knowledge. That's what we feel because that's how we are. And we keep forgetting that we are a very, very small percentage of individuals. The majority of individuals are selfish. The majority of individuals will take. The majority of individuals will take advantage of you, right? The majority of individuals will not be grateful, regardless of what their mouths say. And then here's what you get hit with eventually. And I think every chosen person at some point in their lives have heard these words. And that is, well, I didn't ask you to do it. Or you think you know everything. Like, but here's the crazy part about that. It typically comes from the individual who gleans from you the most. So it's almost like, well, true, you didn't ask me to do X, Y, and Z, but when you presented it in the fashion that you needed X, Y, and Z, then being a chosen person as a vessel in the way we move, then we step in. We step in. So then when there's a disagreement or when there's a whatever is going on, you get hit with those words. And those words sting. Why do those words sting? Because when you were moving from a place of authenticity. You were moving from a place of genuine love, the love of God. But here's the thing. One thing that I've learned a long time ago, and it stands true, it rings true. God will never, ever, ever allow you to get too far off course. He will never, ever, ever allow you to get too far off course in whatever way whatever way that may be, right? He will always convict you. He will always allow something that happens that hurt your feelings, right? So it comes in that way, but it's really a conviction to show you you're slipping. I may have called you in this lane. I may have called you to this person, but this person will never be able to appreciate you because they can't even receive you. So now that I see how they're moving, I got to pull you back. Where do we go wrong? Our hearts and all that stuff. So you want to overstep the boundaries even when God have told you to pull back. It's obedience over emotions. God will constantly convict you. God will constantly allow people to show their true colors. They can only fake but for so long. He will always allow something to happen to wake you up, to show you how you're slipping, to show you you're sitting here pouring into somebody, helping somebody who don't even appreciate or ungrateful, when you have people on this side that are ready to receive you and how I use you as a vessel. So these ones are going lacking, right? They're going lacking because you're caught up on what you want to do. So I'm going to allow something to happen. And it's going to be up to you to use your discernment to figure out, okay, why is God allowing this to happen? Why is God allowing this? It's a conviction. Listen, my friends, my bros. I'm going to sit right here for a minute on my bros because I'm feeling the pain in my spirit. Listen. Once you evolve as a man, once you level up as a man, once you're moving in your purpose and your calling as a man, you can't move like you used to move, meaning you can't just deal with the average chick. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care how thick she is. Once you level up, you cannot deal with the average chick based on flesh and flesh alone. This right here will actually tell you if you've leveled up. Because let me just tell you, a level up man is not going to be intrigued and tempted by the average chick. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care how thick she is. A leveled up dude, right? Or if you want to use the word high value or whatever, evolved, is not going to deal with the average chick. He has too much to lose. He knows who he is. He is very, very, very disciplined. So the thing that the average man is tripping up over his shoes about, he's laughing at them. He's watching them like, y'all some clowns. You don't even know what you hold. You don't even know who you are and what you carry. Like, you can't just be giving your seed just to any average chick. Like, it could be 50 chicks in the room. They all can be bad. They all can be fine. They all can be thick. That's not going to move an evolved man. That spirit got to match, point blank, period. That spirit got to match. The minute she opens her mouth, fine or not, if she has bird brains, he's out. This is how you know as a dude if you're leveled up. That's one way. One way out of many other ways. My good sisters, these hearts of ours, these generational norms, generational conditioning, some would call curses, generational conditionings, where you've seen your parents, your grandparents, your great, like just constantly pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring and giving and giving and giving to the point of emptiness to ungrateful folks, to the folks who just can't receive it. And that's okay. They may just not, and that's okay. They may just not be there yet, right? It's a process. A person can't receive you until they're leveled up. What they will do is they will keep self-sabotaging. They will mess up a good thing and then regret it later. And that's okay. That's a process that they have to go through, because life is a process. You got to take your losses and then you learn from them. That's how you level up. So it's not like a good or bad thing. It's just, it is what it is. But you got to get yourself to a point, sis, that if a man cannot receive you in all that you're doing, especially when he's in a season where he can't even reciprocate that type of energy, and he can't receive you properly, he can't appreciate you properly, he won't even respect you. Like, God will keep allowing things to happen to hurt your feelings, and that's really a form of conviction. So stop focusing on him, meaning he did this, it hurt me, blah, blah, blah. Well, he's not even evolved to even receive you and to understand that he is self-sabotaging. So rather than try to change him, you got to change your thinking. Don't change your heart, change who you give it to. Your heart is your heart. God literally made you a chosen one. God literally made you a server. Like, if you could change it by flipping a light switch, you would. Because you know the hurdles that the chosen one goes through, because we just have these hearts to serve and help. And what happens? We constantly get our feelings hurt. We constantly get ungrateful people, right? Regardless if they say they're grateful, their actions are going to always show at one time or another. So you can never, ever change your heart. God made you that way. So I'm feeling this in my spirit for somebody. Unharden your heart, because you may have gotten burned just one too many times, and now you feel like, I'm not helping nobody. Don't ask me for nothing. Da, 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 da. And that's your whole mindset. You're going to shut your own blessings off. Remember, God blesses you with overflow because he needs you to bless others. The problem is, either we keep blessing the wrong people, or we're blessing the right people initially, but then when God realizes that the person is not trying to, then God will tap you, convict you through hurt feelings, through this, that, and the third. It is your job to pay attention to that conviction, to realize like, okay, God, I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear. So you're going to actually be blessed on your intent. You are going to be blessed on your intent. The key is you have to be obedient to pull back when he says no more. Enough is enough. You can block your own blessings. You can block your next level by being disobedient when God is showing you things clear in your face, regardless of what the words you hear, regardless of what you know in your spirit what it is. You know in your spirit what it is. Regardless if you were vulnerable during a certain attack, right? Chosen ones were attacked immensely in these last few seasons. Regardless if you were vulnerable in your attack, regardless of what the enemy sent your way, God understood it. But once he starts convicting you, once he starts allowing things to happen, once he starts to shake up the territory, and he's putting things blatantly in your face, it is your job to be sure that you are moving obedience over emotions, obedience over a serving, giving heart. This is why God is bringing to the forefront a lot of the people that has fallen off in your life, my life, chosen one's life, in the last, I don't know, last season. That could be months for some. that can be years for some. But these last seasons, the reason why a lot of people have fallen off, and God is showing you things right in your face that you miss. Like it's almost like you didn't even catch it when you were going through it, right? You were just there. You was just there for everybody, not realizing they're not there for you, right? You looking out for this person, they won't do the same for you. Like you missed it because you were too busy, too distracted, all that stuff. So when God started to prune these people, he started to give you insight that you missed. Like you didn't even realize how this person was. You didn't even realize when you put up boundaries, this one fell off. You didn't even realize that you can call them for this, that, and the third, but you can't even get support. Right? You calling me for one thing, I'm asking you to hit a like on the video, you won't even do that. Right? There's no reciprocity. So you miss all of that. So because you missed it, he snatched it. Once he snatched it, he brought it back to the forefront. He gave you clear revelation that anybody in your life who do not appreciate you, anybody in your life that he's using you as a vessel and they can't receive you properly for whatever reason, they got to go. Period. It's the only way the right people are going to be ushered in. So you got caught up. You got a soul tie. You got turned out. Whatever you had going on, sir. Sis, right? It is what it is. It is what it is. You're human. You had a moment. You know that chick ain't about nothing. She done turned you out. Now you. Sis, everything you had on your list, whatever list you had going on, right? Everything you had on your list, the dude only met 2 of the requirements out of the 30, but you're caught up. If that ain't the enemy, who's that? Obedience over emotion. God is making it very, 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 very clear. He is ushering folks out however he chooses to do so, so the right ones will come in. Obedience over emotions. It's your girl. Because you're wrong.